Pop, 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 and pop. Hey everybody, Glenn here, and I am wrapping up my San Diego Comic-Con week, which is stretched a little bit more than a week. We're going to do a quick review of some of the pop figures I got, both at Comic-Con and outside of Comic-Con, some of the exclusives that were offered at different places. So before we get to that, I wanted to thank everybody who participated in the Share This Video giveaway that we had a couple of videos ago. We had a ton of shares, and due to that video I got more views than I've gotten on quite a few videos. So appreciate that. Thanks, and congratulations to David H. You are the winner of that awesome E3PO figure, and I don't have it with me. The reason is because it's all boxed up and it's ready to ship out. So as soon as you give me your info, I'll get that straight out to you. Enjoy that. So we're going to get right into the pops. We're going to do 4 pops today. I got more than that during Comic-Con week, and I might, we'll do a little bit at a time. We already have some sub boxes coming in too, so we're going to get to those here shortly as well. Alrighty, we're going to start with Rocket and Potted Groot, and we're going to have a little more detail here in a second. So Rocket and Potted Groot, Blackout Ant-Man, Gold Bender from Futurama, and lastly we're going to talk about the Golden C-3PO from the Star Wars line. So those are the 4 pops we're doing today, so let's take a closer look at them. Okay, the first pop we're going to talk about is Rocket and Potted Groot. This is one of only a couple of actual San Diego Comic-Con items I managed to snag. I got most of the others from Hot Topic and Barnes & Noble, but this one is an actual Comic-Con exclusive. This is listed as number 93, and if you look around the box, you can see on the back, which is pretty much just an ad anyway, but you can see 93. It's not in any of the in any of these figures listed. They just show the regular Rocket from the regular series of Guardians, but this has a totally different number. They just did not. They should not put it on the back. And notice too that the figure itself looks a little bit different than the picture. Rocket's around his eyes, his raccoon eyes, are a lot darker in the picture than they are in the figure. So let's look at the figure itself. This is one of my favorite figures of these new ones because I really like the little Groot in his hand there. So that's really cool. Being a bobblehead and being a Rocket, this figure suffers from what a lot of the Rockets suffer from, and that's that it doesn't stand up very well. So this one is kind of delicate as far as standing up. So it's a little bit of a challenge, but it actually stays up a little bit better than some of the other Rockets that I have. As far as the figure itself, it looks pretty good. I like the detail on his chest with his outfit, and just little Groot just looks so perfect. They've sculpted his little smile and his little eyes and his little arms really well for being such a small part of the figure. Looking at the back, he's got his backpack there. His tail's looking really good. As far as paint goes, I don't see any bleeding or anything out of the ordinary. There's a little speck on the top of his head, but it really only shows in a certain light, so I'm not actually sure what that is. But other than that, cool looking figure if he just will stay standing up. And that's Rocket for you, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Okay, continuing the Marvel theme, we have got Blackout Ant-Man, Summer Convention exclusive. This one was available at Barnes & Noble. Again, the pops are identical to the actual Comic-Con pops, they're just different stickers. This is actually one of my favorite ones. I really like the design and the coloring on this Ant-Man pop. As far as where Blackout Ant-Man comes from, I've seen competing theories. Some say it's based on Hank Pym, so the older Ant-Man suit. Some just say it's just a comic variant. I'm inclined to think that it's just a variant color. There's nothing really significant about it other than the fact that it's a different color. But I really like it, and this one is number 85. and it's actually got the same number as the regular Ant-Man in the Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket 2 Pop series. It doesn't have its own number. It's just a variant on the original Pop. Pop itself has a nice shiny black quality to it. I like these Ant-Man Pops, the regular one as well, for you can see the eyes. It really looks like, gives you that shaded sunglass look to it, which is really neat. You can see the detail on these. Everything from the boots to the belt to the little mouthpiece and the sides where the ears are, really detailed. Paint looks great, no bleeding. Everything is really sharp and stark, and just looks really good. So really pleased with this one. No imperfections at all. I love the paint job, and I love the coloring on it as well. So there you go, Ant-Man number 85 blackout version. We've got summer convention exclusive Bender. This is Gold Bender. It's a variant on the regular Bender number 29 side, and then it shows the rest of the Futurama pops in there. So he's a variant. Doesn't have his own number, just like the Ant-Man. This, as far as the figure goes, I like the way it looks. But with it being mostly one color, it's going to be really easy to find any flaws that exist. So if you look at the eyes on the left or the right eye, it's a little bit of paint bleeding over there. And then if you look at the back of the torso, you can see there's a little bit of like gunked up paint. It looks like you know, remnants and such. A little bit of a scratch looking thing here, but what that is just like extra paint that kind of bunched up in one area. Other than that, the Pop looks really good. Not a whole lot of, you know, I've mentioned before that the head is kind of the most important part of the Pop figure because it's the biggest. And this Bender, if you notice, it really doesn't have a round head like most of the Pops. It's you know, Bender shaped. But it actually looks pretty good. It's really only, it's really only a 2-color Pop. But there's not significant bleeding or paint mishaps here. You know, even the little beer bottle looks pretty good. So all in all, a nice looking Pop. Just a little bit of wonkiness in the eye and on the back of the torso, which you aren't really ever going to see anyway. Gold Bender number 29.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
Okay, the last Pop figure we're going to look at today is the Golden C-3PO Summer Convention exclusive. This is number 13, and it shares the same box as the regular C-3PO, which actually came out quite a bit ago. So I'm not sure if this regular one is vaulted yet, or if it's coming out on re-release a lot like the other figures you see here. For now, this box is the same as the old C-3PO. The first thing I notice about this Pop is that how incredibly bright gold it is. Honestly, this is the shiniest Pop figure I have ever seen, and it looks like C-3PO in the movies, super shiny. It reminds me of when he got out of his cleanup bath there. He looks just really, really shiny and really awesome. The detail, as always, is good. I mean, it's a mirror. You can see myself, you can see the camera, you can see my room in this figure. The other thing I wanted to do was kind of take out the old regular C-3PO as kind of a comparison of the two. You know, this is the original C-3PO, which I remember when I first got this a couple years ago, I was so thrilled with it. I thought it looked awesome, and I still like it. But next to the bright gold shiny one, it really looks kind of boring and dull. I mean, this is just an amazing looking figure, and it just looks really good. So there's your two figures next to each other. That is convention exclusive gold C-3PO. Okay, that's about it. Thanks everybody for watching. As always, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button over there and like this video and comment on it. I love interacting with everybody and getting your feedback on these videos and what you think of what we're talking about. So keep that up. And I also mentioned on my Facebook page that I'm itching to do another giveaway. I know we just gave away something, but it's time to, get it into overdrive. This is going to be probably the biggest giveaway I've ever done. We are going to give away not one, not two, but 3 different exclusive pop figures to 3 random subscribers. Now, here's the thing. How are we going to give these away? This is going to be all about 1,000 subscribers. When I get to 1,000 subscribers on the channel, which we're a little over 300 right now, so that's no small feat, and it's going to take a little while, we are going to give away one of the pops I just talked about. This is Rocket and Potted Groot. This is the summer exclusive one. Rocket and Potted Groot. Golden C-3PO, which I talked about today as well. And the kind of hard to find right now, Target exclusive Vision figure from Age of Ultron. So we're going to give all 3 of these pop figures away once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So these are going to sit here waiting for that 1,000th subscriber. And once we hit that, I will pick 3 random subscribers to get these 3 pop figures. So I'm excited to give these away, and I'm excited to see the channel grow. You guys have done a great job as far as promoting it and giving me some love. I appreciate that, and I want to give it right back to you. So we're going to be doing lots of little mini giveaways on the road to 1,000 as well. And in addition, this month I'm going to give away another nerd block. So I'm going to give away a nerd block for July as our end of the month giveaway when we're done with the reviews for the sub boxes. So sub boxes are starting to roll in, so we're going to start talking about those pretty soon. But until then, we will see you later. Keep sharing, and adios.